Hi, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Um, I wanted to talk to everybody about something that I know that is really important, but nobody's taking it serious. Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. I mean, we're in a beautiful world, things are already here, so just get the money and afford them. But that's like a pipe dream because we're missing out on one key element. And it's safe to say I'm comfortable here, so that's the reason why I'm pushing this, I call it an agenda or a notion. But I really think it's something we should pay attention to. So, you know how in every home we want a lawyer, a professional, like an engineer, and maybe like a sports star. We always have that agenda. It's prevalent. Even when we were younger, our parents did it to us. Even for some that have kids now, people have gotten married. They started wondering what their children are going to become, and they're trying to choose the safest, most predictive place, and you're if you're training them towards that, right? But I just want to add one more category of things to become, and that is called design. A designer. Make sure that you, as much as you want a fashion, an engineer and a lawyer and a stock trader and a pilot and all these beautiful things, make sure you have somebody or maybe even influence all of them to have a design mind, because design, I'm thinking about the solutions that came about, everything you buy, everything you use, everything you see, everything you feel, everything you touch, your clothes, your shoes, your house, your furniture, your plates, your spoons, your phone, the phone that I'm using to have this, record this video, was carefully thought out and designed by somebody. The value of design can never be understated. It can't even be overstated because it is the only profession that guarantees that we're going to find out how we can either solve our problems in this life, enjoy this life, make something out of it, be able to go through it with ease. We take a lot of this for granted. And how do I mean? So you drive through a very great road and you're like, oh man, thank God they did this bridge. Really beautiful. Like it just takes away all the problem of the, drainage and all of that. Bridge was designed. And if it doesn't make sense to you, let me just add this extra detail. So I've known this for a while, and it has been like a personal force that has kept me through all the struggle and the pain. And I'm telling you that everybody can find their place in design, and they should, in one way or the other. If you feel like you've gone too far, just start paying attention to the things that matter to you. Is this design is the only profession where you make financial provisions for before you come to this earth, or you are made financial, and then when you are leaving or after. This is a very, very visual example. It's not the one that I would have used, but it just makes home the point. Before you have a child, you're pregnant for a baby, what are the first things you buy? You buy clothes, fashion design. If there was no fashion designer to make baby clothes, it would just be fabric. And you buy a crib, furniture design. If that crib didn't exist, where are you going to put your child? Where? And as you grow older, this thing changes because they need a more better way to experience life. They get to a point they need to move around. They now need a car. The car was designed. Like it just goes. It goes. The schools are designed. The education is designed. All of the information in the world, if they put it in a class, everybody's mind will explode. It is coordinated for a single purpose to achieve something, and that is design. When you are leaving this earth, you live in a furniture, for maybe the Christian religion and most people. There are coffins, there are tombs, and then you are wrapped in a cloth for the Muslim. Like, if there wasn't all of these things, how are we going to enjoy and experience this life? So, in the light of wanting to become all of these things that you think that pay you so much and it's gonna, it's a good idea. But more importantly, please, if you cannot if you do not know how to become a designer, YouTube is your friend. There are a lot of other resources. It's a very crazy world. It's a very muddy place. There are a lot of things there, and it's not really clear. So people don't really know what their place and their time is. But just have a design mind. You can start from there. And a design mind is very, very simple to implement. Look at all your problems. Look at them. you are the reason why they came to you is that you are the one that can find the solution to it. The phone that you are using right now wasn't this phone. It was a problem that kept on being solved and solved and solved. And now it's a product that you have to buy for millions of naira. Same thing with the cars. They're not just making them beautiful, they're making them beautiful and more expensive eventually because of you. Because the old one now doesn't really serve the purpose. You now need brighter lights. You need lights that are going to make a turn. So what I'm trying to say is just let's add that one more. Maybe we can add more if any other person finds a case for a cause, but let's add that one more. Design is not important. It is what makes us enjoy this world. It's not just important, it's not just valuable. It is how we experience the earth. Without things being like go to space, or watch videos of space. Nothing has been put in that place. Where are you going to live? What are you going to eat? How are you going to move around? All of those things have not been figured out yet because nobody's designing that things for those people or whoever, like you get the point. Please. This is a cry for design. It's a cry. I'm I'm not only interested in this, I like it makes if you don't do this, you're going to be wondering and I don't think you should go through life wondering, you know. You don't. Nobody should do that. Nobody should do that. I encourage you, I implore you, like, let's start preaching this. Tell your children, let them be able to figure out. If a very, I gave my friend a simple, like, and I'm going to mention it here. So, take for instance, you buy toys for your kids and they break it. And now you're angry with them that they broke it, but you forgot the object of the toy. The toy was for them to break and put back together. Give them a challenge. If they put it back together, you get them a bigger toy. You'll be shocked that you are the one that doesn't know how to put it back together. They most likely do. It will not be perfect, but it will come back together in the capacity that they can, at what is at their disposal. And you realize that they were born creative, and it's like you can add more to what you're trying to get from them. It's a Sunday morning, and this is my own preaching, right? I wish you guys a very fantastic week. Something is coming up. I'm starting a success series. I realize what success is for everybody is different. So I'm just going to be dropping nuggets. I'm not talking much, no big talk. Just something for you to understand that you need to know where you are to understand what it requires to be successful and eventually to now focus on that. So afterwards, we'll do what it takes for you to grow in the place that you need to succeed. Thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely day. Cheers.